Let me see. Hello. Please comment down where you live. Comment down what state y'all in right now. Bella. Hello, Bella. Per. And please give me a thumbs up. Let me wait a little bit until I get more views. Let me wait a little bit till I get more views. Kinks galore. Per. Comment down what state y'all in, please. Orlando. Nikki. Hey girl, glad you're back. How are you? I'm good. Hello there, Treasure Coast, Florida. I never heard of that. Ohio. Okay, let me first set this up here. See everything better. Okay. 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 Philly, Florida. Okay, y'all can ask me anything because I missed y'all and I haven't been here in a minute. So if y'all want to update, just feel free to ask. Per. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Oh, my eyeballs. I got on right when you got off the first one. What did I miss? I think I was just getting into talking about like, am I still dancing and like stuff like that. Girl, I was literally just thinking about how I haven't seen you in forever on YouTube. Are you still dancing? I am still dancing. I just have not been dancing as much as before. Like, I haven't been to the strip club since the 25th of November. Probably even before that, I haven't been to the strip club. So, almost like what? Probably a good 2 months now. I have not been to the strip club. And then also, like, any relationship, meet anyone good, how's your dog? Oh, my Mika Mankanike of Mika Mankanike is in the kennel sleeping because she has diarrhea and her booty hole is hurting her butt. Are you gonna start vlogging again just like your life? How you been? Where you been? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna stroll down. Let me answer one question at a time. Okay. So relationships, I am still with my Blasian. We make 2 years on August 3rd. We're going to make 2 years on this upcoming August 3rd. I'm actually living in his house right now. I left. We moved out of my very first Atlanta apartment, tier but no tier, because I was ready to go. Because I'm not sure if y'all seen, but in Georgia, hold on. Y'all asking too. Wait, hold on. I mean, ask y'all questions, but the thing keep going up. Uh, I don't know if y'all heard, but in Georgia, something serious happened with the weather. Y'all know, like out here, it's not built like how it is in places that are they expect it to drop down to the like single digits temperature, like Colorado or New York or anywhere that's super cold. Atlanta's not built for that. So anything under like 35 degrees, some shit could happen. You even if it snows, they shut down the city. So what happened was that it dropped down to like 9 degrees, 7 degrees. And throughout the whole city, in hotels and different apartment buildings, I'm not sure about the houses, but mainly like big buildings and restaurants and shit, all the water pipes froze up and then they bursted. And sadly, my place was also affected. And like it was flooding from, at first it did not hit it because I at first it didn't hit because it didn't affect our apartment. It wasn't until I came back from Florida because I was in Florida for the holidays, and I came back and then I woke up. Well, my boyfriend, he woke me up. He was like, "Yo, make sure you call the maintenance because the hallways is flooded and like the ceilings in the hallways started opening apart." And I'm like, "Okay, okay, like I'll call," but I couldn't call at the time that he told me to because it was 3 in the morning. When I woke up, kitchen flooded, living room flooded, closet flooded. I had to get all his shit on the floor, pick it up because he just throws shit on the floor. I had to get it off on the floor, put it in the room. I had to empty out the closet, put it in the room. And then my kitchen, forget it. It was just a fucking mess. And then on top of that, you don't know what type of water it is. It could be sewage water. And I'm stepping in the shit, bro. Like, oh, it was so bad. The holes were breaking, the floor was lifting. It was just a hot mess. And then my poor Mika mine Dinka dying Uncle Mika nine, she don't like water. So when I had to take her out for a walk, I had to pick her up because her little paws were frozen and cold and shit. And it was just bad. And then you know what else? They still try to make me pay rent. Why am I going to pay rent when my whole crib smell like mildew? The hallways is a health hazard. Like when I tell you the ceilings was falling apart and they had to like rip apart the walls because it was already coming off. There was nails sticking out that if I tripped and hit the wall, it would have went right through my arm. And it wasn't no little bitty, it was those long, like the gun nails sticking out of the wall. And y'all wanted me to pay rent? Man, suck my dick. They even still sent me a email that I had a balance to. Like even though it wasn't the full month rent, at first they was gonna try to charge me the full month rent of January, even though my move out date was January 12th. They was gonna charge me the full thing, and I was like, no, y'all gotta fix that because my lease is not it is done on January 12th. So they fixed that. And by the time they fixed that, they gave me the prorated date. And then on top of that, because it was new management, I couldn't pay my prorated date online. They wanted me to use my gas money to drive around different places to try to find a MoneyGram that pays residential stuff that you could pay your rent through. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not doing that. Because, first of all, we was already trying to find different places to pay that prorated rent. At first, we was going to pay the rent, just pay it. We was going to find places to pay it, but it was my boyfriend's day off of work, and he's a truck driver. If you have truck drivers, y'all know how long and tiring their shifts are. And he was like, "This is my day off. I'm not about to be driving around, and y'all not about to reimburse us in gas." Like he was ready to come for the management's head. Like his whole energy switched up because why did y'all change the whole system when we was already used to paying online? Now y'all want to make it difficult for us to give you your money? That's your money. You supposed to make it easier for us to give you your money. So he was like, no, we're not paying that shit. No, let that shit go on collection. We're gonna get it removed. Simple. But we were supposed to move into a townhouse and it wasn't ready to be moved in because obviously every building was affected and stuff. So we just moved into his father's house, technically his house as well. But we just moved into his house. So we staying in one of the rooms until something comes up. At least we don't have to pay rent right now. So yeah, he's working and I'm chilling. And I was gonna go back to work, but he was like, "Babe, I'll whatever you want, I'll give you money for. Just you don't need to go back to the work," because he don't really want me to go back to the strip club anyway. But that's the only income I got. So yeah, let me go to the next question. Are you gonna start vlogging again? I do not plan on vlogging when it comes to dancing, only because I'm not travel dancing no more. And I feel like if I'm uploading the same shit I'm doing every single day in my club, y'all gonna get bored. And it's the same old, same old. And on top of that, my club is more like an older club because I don't work at Blue Flame no more. I got tired of it. I got tired of being broke in that club. That club The same people's there every day and they never want to throw no money. Never. So I went to a different club. I'm not gonna say the name of it. Um, but yeah. And they pay big bills. No more singles. They don't throw singles. They throw big bills because it's older people, and it's like $10 a song. And also like yeah, we still gotta get naked, but they don't. You're like if you're naked on stage, no bending over. Not like Blue Flame. Blue Flame, you could do whatever you want. In the club I work at, you could dance like a GTA. You have to dance like a GTA dancer when you're naked because they don't want you bent over showing your coochie, even though it's showing, but they don't want you spreading it, like doing all that extra shit. You know, be simple. Be simple. Okay? Now, all that extra shit you do that in a private room, whatever private room you want to do. I personally don't do private rooms. Obviously, if y'all been with me for a minute, y'all can see my other story times and see why I don't do private rooms no more. Well, yeah, I don't do private rooms, but it's $10 a song, and I'm always in the section by myself. Like it's really good and stuff there. Like I really enjoy that club. But lately as well, like I've been asking my coworkers, like, cause they've been asking me like, oh, why haven't you been at work? And I'm like, cause I don't need to, cause I don't have to pay bills right now, so I'm chilling even though I should be stacking up, but there's nothing to stack up because from what they've been saying, they're like, nah, it's really, really slow. Even on the weekends, it's really, really slow. It's just slow, and it's understandable because holidays just happen, and so I'm technically waiting until the income taxes start coming back. And also, why another reason why I haven't been vlogging is because I'm getting to the point where I'm not really that much into social like posting my personal life when it comes to social media anymore. Like for example, well, not an example. Recently we went to Miami Carnival in October, and I probably took like 2 3 pictures. Probably posted like a decent amount of videos, and then I was like, within that moment, I was like, I want to live in a moment. I don't want to have to live through my phone. Like I already took my videos, I already took my pictures. I turned off my phone and I was just having fun with my man, my friend, and his brother. We was all lit. It was so fucking fun. Like just being in the moment is so much better than you holding your phone up just to post for everybody else. It's like do it for you now. Like I'm still gonna post pictures and videos on my Instagram, but now lately I've been posting more because I don't have a life right now. Nah, I'm a stay at home dog mom now. Like my boyfriend gives me every time I try to go to work, he gives me money for that day. Like he's like, oh, you would have made this at work anyway, so here you go. I'm like, I'm not complaining. But then that also means I gotta. Oh yeah, I didn't hear what I said. That also means I got a subject. Listen, now I'm not complaining about doing it because he gave it. He made me feel like his personal prostitute. He be leaving my money on the counter. He be like, here, babe, I love you. Here's your money. I'm like, damn. I feel like a prostitute. Fuck it. Look, let me stop. Oh, God. I hope you're happy. Your Insta post cracks me up. Oh, purr. Let me. Hold on. Ooh. Are you gonna get compensated for the apartment getting damaged? Nope. They still wanted me to pay everything. They said, oh, floor damage. I'm like, because the fucking water pipes bursted. That's not my fault. Y'all built some weak ass pipes in this building. I'm not paying that shit. Where are you from? I'm from New York. Hey, I have a question. I watched your video on dancing in Miami at G5. What clubs would you recommend in Miami if you're 20? None. You have to wait till you're 21, girl. Wait till you're 21 unless you find a club that really don't care. Are you going back to school? What did you say? I can't hear. Oh, um, I got now that I'm a stay-at-home dog mom, and my man gives me money, I have to work for that money with my mouth. Ah, hey, he's my man. Fuck it. Oh my gosh. Fuck it. I went to school already as well. I went to school to be an esthetician, but I did that in Florida and then I transferred it out here. And this was when I was really like in the summer, I was really trying to like stop stripping because my goal was originally to stop stripping by the time I'm 25, and I turned 25 this upcoming July. Excuse me. So I was really, trying different things. Like I stopped stripping to focus on being an esthetician just to see how much money I could actually make within that industry. And when I realized I was working 36 hours a week for a $500 paycheck, it was not mathing. Like, I was like, wow. And that's what makes it so hard. People don't understand why that's so hard for strippers to stop stripping and get a regular job, because the amount of money we make, yeah, the amount of money you make working 1 week at a job for 36 hours, I can make that in 3. I was fully, oh, something happened. I was fully dedicated to like working and stuff like that. And it was cool. I loved waxing. I was like, you know what? I love waxing. So like the money didn't really matter, but it kind of did because my rent alone out here at the time at the 1 bedroom was was $1,800, not including utilities. What the fuck is $2,000 a month gonna do for me? It was not working. So I was like talking to the coworkers there, and it was all mad cool. And I'm like, bro, this shit ain't it. And on top of that, it'd be like 5 workers, 5 waxers, and only like 3 customers in a day. Why can't we go home? Why can't 2 waxers stay just in case it pick up and the rest of us go home and then we keep switching? And no, they wanted 6 waxers there at once when it's super slow. No. So I didn't put no 2 weeks, nothing. I wrote her a little note on her desk. I wrote my manager a little note on her desk. And I said, I quit. I'm sorry. And I went home. I changed my clothes. I ate food. I showered. And I went to the strip club. What happened? I made $800 that night at the strip club. That's why it's so hard for me to get a regular job. Even though stripping is a job, I have a whole 1099 and everything. I file taxes. It's a job. But I understand that that job I cannot do forever. So I'm really trying to get out of it. But yeah, bro. Let me see what other questions. Do you want kids and marriage eventually? I definitely want marriage. I will get married tomorrow. I don't even have to have a wedding. I don't care to have a wedding. I would be so happy to fly back to my home country and go to the rainforest, and also because all of my family is back in my home country anyways, go to the rainforest with just me and him, get a rock, because y'all know that's the oldest thing on this planet. Our rocks, carve our initials into it, bury it, and just be us two, our own little private ceremony. Now kids, I do not care about kids at all. I don't care to have kids. I know he wants kids. He wants kids. We're 4 years apart. He wants kids when he turns 30. He's 28 right now. How I see it is, as long as this finger is empty, I'm not ruining my body for no man who's not ready to get married. Even though he does say he wants to get married, he tells me all the time, he's like, yes, I do plan on marrying you. Absolutely. I do see you in my future forever. I want to be with you forever. I do want to marry you. He just want us to get our shit together, and obviously nobody wants to marry a stripper. It is what it is. Nobody want to marry a stripper, so I understand that part. But I don't. I'm not no long term girlfriend. And he be thinking I'm playing. I gave him a time limit. Like once we hit 4 years, we gotta get married. 4 years or before that. I'm not waiting no longer past 4 years. Cause then it's like, what's the point? Feel me? And I don't feel like that's forcing or that's pressuring, especially after everything we've been through together and us building and helping each other build together. Like I feel like 4 years is very, that's a long time waiting. Are you still stripping? Yes, but not currently. I haven't stripped in over 2 months. So how often is he on the road and then get to stay home? He's gone 4 days a week and he's home 3 days a week. 4 years is too long. Make it three. I understand you. Mm, I'm okay with four. I would prefer three, but then it's like when I realize it, I'm like, yo, time is it me or time be flying? Like, yo, yo, time. I'm about to be 25. Yesterday, I was just meeting this guy. Like, I just met my man yesterday, and now I'm about to be 25 years old. Like, I knew mine for like 3 years now. Do you have any crazy story time since you've been off of YouTube? And what type of story time? Strip club, lifetime, vacation? Oh, good. That's not too bad. 4 days on, 3 days off. Some are gone for days and weeks. Nah, I can't do the. He agreed. He's very family oriented as well. He's like, no, I want to be able to come. He still comes home every day. He's just gone for like 16 hours of the day. That's some difference. So he's here at nighttime, so we could watch a movie. We watch a movie and we fall asleep together. And then he's gone before I wake up. Good to see you, and I'm glad you're doing good. Yes, yes. How did you grow your hair? I use the. I really don't do anything special, but all the products I use, are the. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. I say Mealy, or Miele, Mielle Organics. I use her whole like condition, decondition, shampoo, oils. I use her whole shit. I use her gummies, all of that. Let me block this weirdo. Ugh. No one cares about your Jesus Christ, okay? No one cares. Keep that to yourself. I'm not religious. FYI. What do you think about Shea Moisture? It didn't work for my hair personally. I didn't like it. I felt like Shea Moisture was. I didn't like the smell of it, and I felt like it was personally like super heavy on my hair, which is weird because my hair absorbs product like nothing, especially my scalp. My scalp is very dry, but Shea Moisture, I don't know, it just feels weird in my head. I like the, if I'm saying it right, Cam- Camilla Rose, Camilla Rose, Camellia Rose. That's another one that I like as well. I like just natural shit. But yeah. Oh, my foot. foot. Um, what was I even talking about? Oh yeah, kids. I don't really care for, but he wants them. And then I feel like 4 years is okay. I feel like that gives it enough time. Cause like 3 years, that's next year. That means he will be getting engaged next year. We will be getting engaged next year. And then that, I feel like that's also a bit too soon. It's not too soon. It's not too soon. But it's just like, I'm just trying to give him more time. Because if he's already like, oh, 4 years is, we could do 5 years. I'm like, no, 5 years is pushing it. 5 years is pushing it. 4 years is more than enough. So he got 2 years and 6 months left to propose to me. And he think I'm playing. I keep telling him, I'm like, there's a time limit. You propose to me in 2 years and 6 months, or I'm leaving. And then you can have me back when you're ready to marry me. Cause I'm not, oh, I just want to make sure our finances is right, blah blah. I'm like, listen, all the stuff we're doing right now is marriage shit. All you literally have to do is give me your last name. Have kids when you're ready. I don't think anyone will ever be ready for kids, mother. No matter how hard you plan it. Kinda off topic, but any good tips how not to get razor burn? I'm super sensitive. Laser hair removal. Boom. You shave right. You shave the same day that you're gonna get laser. Then they zap it, boom, 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 and then your hair will grow back. And then after 2 weeks, you will literally see your hair on your panties. It falls off. I love laser. Or you can do. I want to try it. It's called You Like. It's an at-home laser treatment and it doesn't hurt. I've been fiending to buy it for the longest because I really want to get rid of all my back. Well, not all of it, because like my hair on my back that don't bother me. My arm hair don't bother me, but like under my arms, my kitty guts, my legs, my lip, I want to get rid of that. I planned and had a budget for both my babies. Well, lady, this is not the 80s. This is not the 90s anymore. No one could afford kids. Kids back then were like, you only spent $2 on kids back then. Yes, girl, I want that stick to what you want. Oh, I love that stick to what you want. You see, I can't read now. My dyslexia is acting up. Ooh, never so lies. Nope, it's facts. Yeah, rent back then was $75. Our rent today is 2,600. Ah! You have to have the right amount of finances to have kids. That's all. But I don't want kids. Why do I have to worry about the finances? That's Isaiah's job. He's the one who have kids. He got to worry about the finances. He got to worry about who's gonna babysit them, who's gonna raise them, because it's not me. Not me. Or am I? I just don't want them. I'm getting my ovaries removed. Yeah, I don't want kids. I really don't. Like, I'm so okay with not having them. It doesn't mean I don't see them. I do see them when I see my man, but after marriage, because even when I'm married, I want to enjoy my husband. Um. Also, when it comes to the rent, like Would you do a couples Q&A with Blasian? I would, but I don't think he would want to. He's not into social media. He's not into social media. Like his Instagram, he only has an Instagram because he likes to watch what I post. Not in that way, like, oh, let me watch. He just, you know, he's on it because of me, because I like sending him stuff and he likes sending me stuff. He's not $75. It's true. Like, oh my gosh. My grandma, my grandmother had a talk with me before, and she was like, how come you're not married yet? You're getting old. You need to have kids, blah, blah. Oh, you don't have a house? Why an apartment? And I'm like, because grandma, the houses don't cost $50 no more. Like, houses don't cost $50 no more, lady. Like, what is wrong with you? Oh my god, Jules, oh my god, I missed you. Will you start doing story times again? What type of story times? I don't really have much story times. I do mini stories on TikTok though. If y'all want to follow me on there. Are you gonna make any more YouTube videos or vlogs? I was been watching your old videos. I don't know. I don't really know what to upload. I really don't know what to upload. Eggs are $10. I cannot afford a house, ma'am. No, like for real. A gallon, my milk is $5. What is your TikTok? I'm new on here. Blue Sapphire 123. The same way like my YouTube. Just add 123. I mean, not 123. Add 143 is my YouTube name. 143. The picture is gonna be my Mika Mine Dinkerdine's face and her teeth. Her teeth. She's like this in the profile picture. My Mika Mine Dinkerdink. And another thing, like I wanna like I feel like was not talked about. My ethnicity, I'm Latina. I'm Latin or Hispanic or West Indian, all of that. Latin, Hispanic, or West Indian is all the same. Because I'm Puerto Rican and Haitian. And if you look, both islands are in the West Indies. They're located in the West Indies in the Caribbean Sea. And they're both Latin countries. So I'm Latina. Or West Indian. Or Hispanic. Haiti's not Hispanic though. Puerto Rico could be Hispanic or Latin. Haiti's just Latin. But they're both West Indian. And they're both Latin. So I just say I'm Latin. Or Hispanic. Or West Indian. I just followed you on there. Yay. Hell yeah. And then they want me to feed some of the $10 eggs to an unemployed child. Could you sorry? No, for real. Like, oh my gosh. Oh, and then they are banning abortions on top of that. So they forcing us, and then they don't even have formula. I mean, if I had a kid, I won't be feeding them no formula because y'all know I'm vegan. I don't do that cow titty milk. But but I do want us to like talk about like the fact that our generation doesn't normalize, like they always look down on people that's 25 or 35 and older. Even I used to do it. Look down on people that are 30 and over still living with their family or living in their parents' house. And how I see it now, I'm like, that's actually the best way to do it, to build generational wealth, only if you have a non-toxic household, a healthy household, that you don't have to hear people argue and fight, and you have your own comfortable space, and there's not someone complaining about dishes or complaining about a piece of tissue be on the floor, or you're not allowed to have your company over even though you pay a piece of the mortgage. Like, that's not, I would never want to live in that. And it's cluttered, and it's always, that's not a healthy household. Like, I be seeing people that like, oh, you lucky you live rent free, and the person is like, yeah, but I'm paying with my mental health. I felt that. Because there's nothing more annoying than living in a household that is just, you just, it don't feel like your home. I feel like everybody been through that. Now, when you have that freedom and that space, like my dad keeps telling me to move back home. That's why I'm like, with the Florida, like I thought about moving back. Um, and he was not gonna charge me on rent, but since I was bringing my boyfriend, he was gonna charge us $250 each. And I'm like, shit. And we would have the whole upstairs to ourselves, except for when we have family that visit. But we have our own living room upstairs, our own room, our own bathroom. My dad's never home. I think the only place we will share is our kitchen. And my dad don't cook. My man don't cook. It's only me and my stepmother that does cook. And my stepmom, she will cook for everybody. So, Blue, did you ever do a video with Nina Unrated? No, and I don't think I ever will. I'm just on to different things now. I don't even do YouTube like that anymore. I barely dance. I'm just on different things now. But yeah, I feel like I definitely want to make sure that if I do decide to have kids when I'm older, like they have a non-toxic household, and like they wouldn't want to leave because they're so comfortable at home. I'm sure everybody's gonna want to leave at some point. Like, even if it is a healthy household, I know people that do have healthy households and they still kind of just want to experience having their own place by themselves. So I get that, and it's kind of hard to change the mentality of those that's like, oh no, I just want my own space. I just, I know I could afford it. I know I could do this, and it's like that's not the point though. The point is saving that money and not giving that money to a stranger, especially if you have a healthy household and you're so comfortable and you have the freedom that you want in your household. Like, if I went to go live with my dad, I would have the freedom I want because, for one, I live with my boyfriend. Well, the only reason why he would allow my boyfriend to come and move in the first place is because we've been living together for 2 years. So we already know that we don't argue. Like, obviously we argue, but it's not like how these other couples be arguing. They be arguing every day. Like, we probably argued 12, I'm gonna say a good 20 times since we've been in a relationship. And we're about to make 2 years in August of being in a relationship. No, not even. I'm gonna count that 20 times since I met him. And that's 3 years. We barely argue. So we have a healthy household. And it's not like, again, it's, I feel like it is different when you live in a set, when you live with your partner by yourselves, compared to you always lived in your mom's house and now you want to move in a boy. I would look at my daughter like, are you dumb, stupid, or retarded? Which one? Compared to them already been living together, and then they just, want to come back home because it's just easier financially. Now, yeah, okay, we all live together. I like him. Your father likes him. He's respectful. He's respectful for all of us. He's family now. I don't mind, if that makes sense. That makes sense. It sucked to move into your parents' place and find out y'all don't like living together, right? Like, I feel like that's not. And then I gotta hear y'all argue. No, my household was not toxic. I do not want. I need to hear my kids argue with their partner. Like, no, get the fuck up out of my crib for that. Like, no, y'all not bringing that negative energy in here. I feel like that's different. But yeah, my dad, He would be fine. And then my boyfriend truck drives. He wouldn't even be home like that, except for the schedule he has now. He has opportunity out there, but it's just me. I don't have job opportunity out there, and I'll be damned if I have to work at Amazon again. What I look like working 40 hours a week for a $400 paycheck. And then my dad's like, oh, but it doesn't matter if you don't pay rent. No, it does matter because my mental health matters. Like, why do I want to spend 40 hours of my life a week working for somebody for that little bit of a paycheck? Now they talking $20, $25. I'm like, okay, I can, I wouldn't mind, you know. No, I'm not killing myself like that. Do I have any other more questions? And I know I will be very comfortable living in my dad's house because of the privacy. And I was just comfortable living there now. Before, I wasn't. Like when I used to live in his house, I wasn't. But again, it was because I used to argue with my dad all the time. And I always had to ask him permission to have my boyfriend come over. And it wasn't even this boyfriend. Like, because I didn't know. Well, yeah, I didn't even know Isaiah at the time. But yeah. I missed the beginning. Are you going to leave the live up? I think so. Should I? If y'all all give me a thumbs up, I would. Miss you too. Hope you good. Oh yeah, it's a New Year's already. If y'all all give me a thumbs up, I'll leave it up. Up, 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 up. Do y'all have any more questions though before I end this live? Up, 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 up. Oh my gosh. Y'all be seeing this is another reason why I'm kind of tired of social media because every time I'm on TikTok or Instagram, there's always some bullshit. Are you coming back to YouTube? I might just be doing lives on YouTube. I don't know. I haven't. If there's a random vlog that I upload, it's just because it's literally random. But yeah. On TikTok, it be such this whole shit about the non-binary and the their them theirs and the he she her him her and the axier and the listen, I don't care what you do with your body, okay? I don't care if you want to look like a woman. I don't care if you want to look like a man. I don't care if you want to be considered a their but y'all would not be teaching that shit to my kids in school. No, no, no. No, no, no. I feel like the fact that they really want to start teaching that in schools, no. It makes you not want to have kids because everything in this world is a problem. And then with the cultural appropriation versus cultural appreciation, I'm like, people have a problem with every single thing. There's no such thing as freedom of speech now. Crazy, right? I don't even have kids. I don't even have kids yet. It makes me not want to have kids even more. Like, how I see it, there's only two genders. When we die and they do what's that called? The medical examiner, and they look at our private parts and they look at our chromosomes and our internal organs. At the end of the day, they're gonna be a man or a woman. A man or a woman. That's it. My mother's gay and she don't even agree with this shit. She's like, listen, I don't. She's like, I don't want to hear that. It's boy and girl. That's it. Like, okay, you can look this way, but at birth you was a female, so you're a female forever. Like I saw a fucking video of a man that says he's a female now trying to breastfeed and he got upset because his breast wasn't leaking out milk. Like, excuse me, young man, it's because you're a man, young man. Like, what? Oh, that's sad. And then they want to cancel out the male and the female bathrooms and put transgender bathrooms. Excuse me, I don't care if that I don't care if that man was born a female. If a man looks like a man, if a female looks like a man, and I see him coming into a female's bathroom, I'm pepper spraying him. I'm pepper spraying him. Because what you do in the girl's bathroom, I don't care if you was born a female. You look like a man to me now. You want to look like a man, so go to a man's bathroom. I'm not sharing a bathroom with a transgender person that wants to appear. You know how many. Ugh. That's how shit happens. And then they teach it in the schools, in the books. There was a whole meeting at the board of ed, and it was so many parents complaining about the books, talking about um it was basically a book talking about gays. Oh, it's okay if you feel this way, in a middle school book, not even an elementary school book, showing, oh, this is a penis. It's okay if you get excited, just do this with your hand and do this with a guy. And it's okay if you feel emotions for other guys. It's like, why are you putting that in elementary kids? You teaching them how to play with themselves in elementary school in school books? Y'all can even look it up on Google. I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name of the author, but if y'all look, oh, elementary school book that shows that, blah, blah, y'all gonna be baffled. Like, what? And I think it happened in a school in Jersey, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, my kids is not. They'll get exposed to that when they older. It's male and female. And that's it. Only women could get pregnant. I understand some women cannot physically get pregnant because of whatever issues they may have. Only females could get pregnant. Not pregnant people, is females, pregnant women. Because those are the only ones that could be mothers. And then issues about who could wear locks and who could wear braids and who could wear this. And then, what the funny thing is, too? How I see it, listen, every culture, every race, every tribe has their own had some type of style that looks like it belonged to one race or one culture. Whites had locks, Indians, Hispanics, African, Asians, everyone had locks. It doesn't belong to one race. And then on top of that, it's the women that wear wigs. Y'all wear Brazilian, Malaysian wigs, and y'all complaining about this race and that race wearing locks. To me, I really don't give a fuck if you're white wearing braids. I don't care if you are Asian wearing braids. I don't care if you're black wearing braids. I don't care if you're Indian. I don't care. That don't bother me. That don't bother me. Now it's different if you want to start painting your skin black. I'd be like, alright, you dragging it. I'm just over it. There's always something. Oh, and now they want to have a whole argument about Hispanic Latin women doing their baby hairs. Like I swear, like America believes that everything revolves around Americans. Oh no, that's the Black American culture with the baby hairs. I'm like, not everybody follows an American trend. Maybe to y'all, Black Americans created that, but in Mexico, the Cholas created that. In Mexico, that was their thing in Mexico. Oh no, they stole that from America. Listen, some people don't even know America exists. Okay, just like how I don't even know how some other countries exist until people actually say, yeah, I'm like, what the hell? What country is that? Where is that? I never heard of it. I know I'm not the only one. There's a lot of countries that I never heard of that I'm just now learning about today. But it's too much, bro. Or the oh, just because your father's black, it doesn't mean you're black. Mixed babies aren't black babies. Mixed babies aren't light skinned. Oh, you're only mixed if you are light skinned. Also, a dark skinned person can't be mixed. I never heard of that. That's like saying a black person can't be Hispanic or Latin. That's very common because I grew up with that, hearing that a lot. Like I had a lot of other black friends. Their race is black, but they're Puerto Rican or Panamanian or Dominican, and because they're dark skinned, oh, there's no way in hell you could be this. And I'm like, y'all forgetting that being Puerto Rican, Panamanian, and whatever, is a nationality. It's not a race. Being Hispanic and Latin is not a race. I know some people talk as if it is a race, but it's not a race. You could be Asian and Latin, you could be Indian and Latin, you could be white and Latin. Like the ignorance is, it just blows mine. It's just so crazy. I don't know. Can you give me a thumbs up? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, and I'll leave the live 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 up. But I'm about to end this. Don't forget to follow my Instagram and my TikTok. My TikTok is my name 143, and it has my Peter Mine Monka 9 Minka Mine's picture on it. And it's public, so y'all gonna see me. Wow, the last time I saw you on YouTube, you have finger waves. I need to turn on. Damn. That's sad. But go follow my TikTok. Thank you. Toodaloo.